Faith in its finest mode has the potential of transformation. And that transformation can take you to a higher stage. In the transformation process, one might experience stages of doubt, darkness, and despair. I don't know nobody who grew their faith on the top of the mountain. Lord have mercy. But everything I know about faith development has been through doubt, darkness, discouragement, and despair. I can't get nobody to tell the truth. You believe what you believe because you were backed up against the wall and had to believe it. Because the doctor couldn't help you, your mama couldn't help you, the boss man couldn't help you. You grew your faith through some dark, doubtful, stressful, discouraging experiences. Slap that neighbor 5 and tell him she's telling the truth. Something bad happened to you. Something hurt you. Something happened you couldn't explain. And when you stopped crying and stood up, you said, I believe God. Tell your neighbor it's personal. It became personal when Satan brought me before God. I was fine. I was one in the number. It was all corporate. It was a group thing. Until he said, you got him hedged in. Wait, sit, let me see. It becomes a personal attack that can leap you into a higher level of faith. Let's examine the text. Depending on how you handle your central value system will determine what you gain through the bad experience. Let's begin. The 4 rapid disasters that struck him came from earth and heaven almost simultaneously. I don't have time to do it. You read it, everything. Something happened on earth, something happened in heaven. Something happened on earth, something happened in heaven. It came in such a manner that it caused him to begin to question his life and his lifestyle. I got about maybe 305 people sitting in here that can agree with me that what happened so quick, and it was so devastating. I never even thought that could happen to me. I thought that I had passed that test 2 years ago, but it kept showing up, and it made me start to question, Lord, am I doing everything right? Ain't that just like the devil when something happens that's so unexpected, that has no good news behind it? The first thing we start to do is re-examine our walk with God. Well, did I pray when he told me to pray? Did I say it when he told me to say it? He gets you to begin to doubt your own connection with your own core values. I can't get nobody to... But what we have to understand, that some attacks are God sent to take us to the next level. And it will sometimes cause you to question certain aspects of your life. Certain situations that we are dealing with, we're dealing with because God is trying to get us to the next level. This blew my mind because I thought that when we were going to the next level, all I had to do was just pray and ask God, just take me there. It's my desire to be what you want me to be. Have your way, Lord. Lord, I'm giving my life over to you. I didn't have a clue as to what I was setting myself up for, because God knows more about me and he knows more about you than you know about yourself. I can qualify and prove the point. When the sons of God came together in heaven, it's in the book, and Satan came with them. That's the first thing that blew my mind. He still has access to God. He walked right up in heaven just like Michael and Gabriel and the rest of them, Sinclair, Raphael, call him what you want to call him. He walked right up there with the rest of them. And God addressed him. He didn't kick him out. He said, what are you doing here? And why did you come to my meeting? It's in the book. Satan says to God, I've been walking to and fro. I've been trying to find somebody that believes in you that I can test their faith journey with. And God says to Satan, it's in the book. Have you considered? Here go the next level. Have you considered? Slap that neighbor on the shoulder on the right, say, God has considered you. That's why you're going through. God has considered you. That's why you lost your job. God has considered you. He's going to show you that he's Jehovah Jireh. That's why he walked out. God has considered you. It's a personal attack. Please sit down. I got a few points and we'll be finished momentarily. First thing, point one, or first observation, is that Job was worthy. Job was, let's take it back ahead of myself. Let's do it this way. Let's do point number one. Job was wealthy. God doesn't consider anybody who's not wealthy. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have a wealth in materialistic things. Obviously not so, because all of his materialistic things are going to be destroyed. Lord have mercy. So this don't have nothing to do with houses and land and cars and kids and bank accounts. Don't have nothing to do with that. Obviously not so, because that's the first thing that's going to be attacked. So Job must have been wealthy with something else. He had an abundance. He was not only wealthy with materialistic things that are soon going to be omitted from his life, but he was also wealthy in his faith. He was so wealthy, he was wise. And even though he didn't understand every detail that was happening to him, Lord have mercy, he never talked to God foolishly. Now, he said some foolish things. Yeah, he did. Just like you said some foolish things. Like, why is this happening to me? I don't deserve this. I try to do everything right. Yeah, you said some foolish things. Inadvertently, you were really trying to talk to God, but you were wise enough. Talk to the neighbor on the right side. Tell him you were completely crazy. So he was wealthy. He had an abundance in his core values. I know that he had it because Job 5:19 says this: he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall be no evil that will touch you. So the first thing Job was, he was wealthy, wise. He had an awareness of what was going on, and he didn't have to have all the details, but what he did realize was that he was under some kind of an attack. I didn't come for everybody this morning. I just came for the people who've been under some kind of attack. I'm going to help you today.